What up, everybody? Welcome to the home base. Welcome back again. This your girl, a little bit signing on. Y'all already know what it is. Come on in, come on in. We in here for round two, baby. This the second abduction. Bringing y'all in. Y'all already know what it is. Come on in. How y'all doing? How y'all doing? Welcome to more off days with Lil Bit and Kaiser, baby. We here, baby. Give me a second. Here we go. Get a little more, get a little more light in here. How is everybody doing today? How is everybody doing today? It's the last off day, baby. Got some laundry done. K's are heading into work, so this is Monday. So everybody, you know, uh, the poor baby, he going back to work. So y'all gonna just have me solo dolo. Y'all may see him moving around in the back. Pay no mind to that, you know. Him just getting ready for work. So today, as y'all saw in the title, we got petty revenge stories. Okay, so we're gonna be doing some petty workplace revenge. Nah, ain't nothing like it, baby. You know what I'm saying? It's for all the people who ain't from the age of quiet quitting. Got some quiet quitters, but you also got some that don't give no fucks. And I love that for these folks. You feel me? Don't never let these people make y'all think that they're doing you a courtesy. That contract went both ways, baby. When you applied and they interviewed and they offered you that job, that offer letter and that paperwork you signed, baby, that was a contract between both of y'all. But you know, a lot of these employers, they tend to think that they can only hold that shit over your head. No, baby, it go both ways. You feel me? So understand that y'all are doing these people favors. Y'all are making them rich, making them billionaires, while they still treating us like shit. No. We're gonna stop that, baby. I need people to understand that the power is in the people. That's why we used to always shout that power to the people, power to the motherfucking people. You feel me? But y'all know we are here. We are going to go over some petty workplace revenge stories. Yay. Y'all come on in, come on in. Welcome to more off days with Lil Bit and Kaiser. I am, of course, Lil Bit. Kaiser is the hubby. Him getting ready for work right now, though. So we'll let him get himself together in the background while we go over these petty workplace revenge stories. So y'all come on in. Come on in. We're going to wait till we get to the 10-minute mark. Once we get to the 10-minute mark, we're going to start the festivities. We're going to start these stories and come on in. When y'all come on in, as always, as you dust your feet off, hit that like button, please. It is free 99 and we appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? That like is free. It's not going to harm you. It's not going to give you nothing. It's not going to talk back to you. But we will say thank you for it if you do decide to hit that like button. So go ahead and hit that like button. And if you feeling really generous and you fucking with your girl and you liking what you're seeing, what you're hearing, go on and hit that subscribe button, hit that notification button so that you know when we go live. Because again, this is more off days with K's and Lil Bit. And if you look at the picture on the page as it states, we will post and we will go live whenever we decide on these off days, baby. So come join us when we're off for some laughs, some stories, some cries, some healing, a little bit of everything. You know, we got that line, y'all. So come on in. Again, welcome. 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 Again, we want to say welcome to all our folks. You know, come on in. Welcome to home base, baby. It's the home of Lil Bit and Kaiser. Yes. You're a resident alien and earthling that's tired of this bullshit on Earth. You know? As y'all come on in, if you do decide that you're a little brave and you want to engage in the chat, come on in and tell me where you're coming from. Where y'all coming from, how y'all day going so far. What y'all Thursday hitting for.
Good people.
Y'all, you know what's crazy? A lot of times when we be on here and you be having that little awkward silence, this shit feel crazy because it makes me think about them old school fucking MySpace days when at least you had music on your shit. You know what I'm saying? And you could vibe the music and shit. Now everything is copyrighted. You can't even come on this bitch and vibe. You know what I'm saying? You gotta figure out ways to sneak and hide if you won't listen to some shit and jam on some shit. Like what the fuck? Because as it stands, I feel like if you give a person credit and their song getting played, wouldn't that bring more traffic to this shit? You would think that they'd be down for people playing this shit. I mean, that's the whole fucking thing on TikTok. TikTok motherfuckers playing all your music and shit. But, you know, that's just my little rant. You know what I'm saying? We got 3 minutes before we start these stories, y'all. Come on in, come on in. Come on in, come on in. The water's fine. Like I said, as y'all come on in, welcome. We appreciate everybody who come in and join us. Appreciate y'all even more if you leave a comment. Hit that like button, subscribe, hit the notifications, you know. We appreciate it, baby. All right, y'all. 2 more minutes, baby. Two more minutes, and we're going to start these workplace revenge stories. Workplace petty revenge stories. Yeah. Yeah. Mm, mm, mm. Mm, mm, mm. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Uh, 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 uh. Mm, 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 mm. We got 1 minute, y'all. 1 minute till we start this show. 1 minute till we start. Start. We're gonna start these petty revenge stories, y'all. Come on in. Hello. Welcome. Again, some more off days with a little bit in case, baby. Come on in, y'all. We about to get this show started. All right. We are at the 10-minute mark. Let's get started with these stories. We are doing petty workplace revenge stories. All these stories came from Reddit. First story. My contractor coworker quit with 10 seconds notice after after what the manager said about contractors. All right. So this one didn't have the name listed. So sorry if this is your story, baby. Come on over and comment and we'll give you credit. But they did not have the Redditor who posted this story. So Redditor unknown. All right. I work as an engineering contractor for a while. They were pretty open-ended, like a lot were, with vague but binding uh length specified contracts. Okay. Kind of like this contract is expected to be for 12 months, but it is also at will of the employer and could end earlier or be extended. Okay, so at will work. He's a contractor at will work. The contract will go longer. We can let your ass go whenever. Y'all know how at will work is, especially if you're in an at will state. But okay, but for those that do the kind of work, usually they stick to the vague timelines, and a lot of well performing contractors get extended. Anyway, one day our team of 10, all contractors, managed by one full-time employee, let 3 of the contractors go. And they had me do it. Technically, I was running the team, but I was a contractor too, and not in charge of any firing like that. So they were told, this is your last day at 4 p.m. Me and another contractor asked our sponsor, hey, how come we didn't get those guys notice? And he said brightly, that's why we hire contractors. So we can cut them loose at a moment's notice whenever we want to. We didn't love that answer. Also, it was a weird thing to say to 2 other contractors, like, bitches, you cool? Read the fucking room. You telling other contractors this shit. Common sense eludes people a lot of the fucking time. Common sense ain't so common. We know that. Okay. Uh, he basically told us we get no notice and be let go instantly someday. Anyway, long story short, the other contractor was a very sharp guy. He started interviewing and got another job. He told me about it, and I didn't tell anyone else. It started in a few weeks. He just kept right on working the contract job, and was right in the middle of a bunch of work that only he understood. At 5 p.m. on his last day, he just stood up, grabbed his laptop, mouse, docking station, walked to our sponsor desk, and sat them down. He just said brightly, hey, thanks for everything. This is my last day. The guy said, wait, you leaving? And he just said, yes, thanks, and walked out. That was it. He did also hit send on a more official last day email at the same time, too. It was really funny. His work was half done. He didn't answer any calls or questions about it. And it took us like a month to figure it all out and get that project back on track. If the sponsor hadn't been so delighted about being able to fire contractors at any second, that guy would have definitely have given a nice 2-week notice and work to have a smooth or a smooth handoff of his work. So that's that one. Again, he came in, fired them 2 guys. After he fired them those 3 guys, they asked him, hey, what's that about? Why you only get him no notice? He said, oh, baby, that's the beauty of being at will. We ain't got to give y'all no notice. And so that other worker said, bad bitch, hold my bill, ho. And again, all work that only he knew how to do. Because again, why are you held to giving them notice when they can fire you at will? If you can fire me at will, I'm going to quit this hoe at will. Trust and believe. Because again, these folks won't care about you. You die today or tomorrow. First of all, they got insurance policies on you. So they're going to get paid even when you die, whether you had and God willing, baby, you let your family know if you got a life insurance policy with your job. Because if you die and you still working there, baby, far be it from them to become motherfucking more richer, fattening their pockets off of your ass dying. Meanwhile, they won't even see your fucking family edible arrangement. You know what I'm saying? Before that ink dry on your death certificate, that job already posted, interviewed, and hired to replace your ass. Fuck these people. All right. What y'all feeling about that story? Y'all liking that petty revenge? Y'all like the fact that homeboy left, turned that shit in nicely, smiled in his fucking face, and said, yeah, this is my last day, baby. I'm out. Appreciate you, bitch. Keep it sleazy. I love that type of shit. Y'all go ahead and leave y'all comments on how y'all feel. Did y'all feel he do enough, or did y'all feel it was a little too nice? You know what I'm saying? Give y'all a few to marinate in that shit. That shit is crazy. And mind you, I didn't have some jobs. I didn't quit. I didn't quit amazingly. Because like I said, he better than me. Baby, when I was a waiter, I'll never forget, baby, my last day working. Last day working at the Ritz-Carlton in New Orleans, baby. I'm in that motherfucker 19, thinking that I'm big dick balling because I got me a job. You know what I'm saying? Well, I'm making 1,000 to 1,500 every 2 weeks or some shit for a 19-year-old. That's a lot of fucking money in 2001. You feel me? At the time, had no vices, no habits, no smoking, no drinking. Obviously, fucking 19. So all of my coworkers, who are all older folks, they took it upon themselves to use me for smoke breaks and other shit. Because again, and also kind of, even though I've never held my tongue on shit. It takes a while, especially in the workplace environment, for me to dead ass say something. Because again, you're in a workplace environment, you ain't trying to spaz out on a motherfucker, crashing out. It ain't shit these days. Motherfuckers love to crash out. But back then, you ain't crashing out until you leaving that hole or some shit. You feel me? So I'm sitting there and we working, and it's a fucking, what was it? It was like a lunch or some shit, some kind of corporate thing. And it was about 400 fucking people that we serving. And of course, each person had a section of so many tables. But we were partnered. So they were always partnering me with this racist ass guy. He was an old World War II vet, but he was racist. Not World War II, I'm sorry, y'all, Vietnam. I think it was Vietnam. And the guy was racist, and everybody knew he was racist. He's a little gay racist man, which I thought even back then, bitch, pick a struggle. The fuck is you talking about? This shit, no, you shouldn't even be here working. And you from a whole era. So you should be in this bitch delighted that you living your shit live and free. But this man was bipolar as fuck. Well, I'm not gonna say bipolar because I don't want to give people bipolar a bad name, but whatever the fuck he had, it would go something to the effect of that motherfucker seeing it, and you hear him saying, I don't want to work with them. And then 10 minutes later, he finally realized you there. And oh my God, how are you? Oh, it's gonna be so great. And I'm like, you fake ass bitch. Fuck you. Also, he was a fucking alcoholic. So we all at work. We working our tables. Motherfucker go take this smoke break. Hey, Latrice, you mind watching my tables? I'm gonna go take a smoke break. Yeah, go ahead, baby. I got you. And then another motherfucker come. Hey, Latrice, you mind watching my tables? I'm like, okay, hey, can you tell old buddy it's about old time for old buddy to be coming back? You know what I'm saying? Let him know. You know what I'm saying? Like, I gotta piss. Fuck. I gotta do something, bitch. Whatever I got to do, bitch, I'm not finna be watching all these fucking tables because each of us had 5 to 8 tables or some shit. So I turn around, I go into the little area where we hold all our shit to keep replenishing like napkins and shit like that. I come back out. It's only like a couple of us still in the fucking hall. We standing there, you know how you stand there, monitoring the tables, with your little hands at you, behind your back, monitoring the tables, waiting to see if anybody's done. And me and a couple other people looking at each other, I'm like, what the fuck is everybody else? All these motherfuckers decided to go take a smoke break. So I said, me too, bitch. I walked right out that hall. I went got on that fucking elevator. I went down to that basement area where they got their laundry room that takes care of all the laundry. They also have in-house I wanna say you call them dry cleaners and seamstress or whatever, because you don't take your uniforms home. Every day when you get to that bitch and you work, you go in the locker room, you got your own locker. You go pick up your uniform from the I'm gonna say dry cleaner, whatever. Like, you go pick your uniforms up and you get dressed there. And when you leave, you take the shit off. You turn, if your shit's dirty, you turn your dirty shit in to get your fresh set, fresh set of uniforms. When you come in, you just ask, go over there and periodically ask me, hey, y'all got some of my shit in. So I go down there, I take off my uniform, I grab all of the fucking uniforms out of my locker that were still clean for the rest of the week, and I go turn them hoes in. And a lady looked at me, because me and her coach, she said, "Oh, little bitch, you." I say, "Yeah, I'm not finna deal with this." Because also in that time, I had already reported him for saying racist shit to the manager, and reported multiple times when he would do weird shit. And shout out to managers who be from foreign fucking areas for not knowing a fuck thing about American fucking shit, even the subtleties, the big shit, i.e., you should know about racism, but even the subtle shit eluded him. The main shit eluded him, because every time anyone would tell this man something, he was I think it was Danish, and then the assistant manager Henri was fucking French. So anytime you would complain to them, they would dead ass. You hear them talking to each other, and they say shit like Americans, like we weak and shit. Americans are so weak. They complain about everything. Oh, so being called, N-word with the hard ER, you feel me? That's being weak. And you should be able to work through that shit. Any type of complaint you had, if you felt you were being burnt out too many hours, they would schedule you weird ass doubled up shifts and shit. Anything you tried to get resolved, they would just chalk it up to y'all complaining because y'all weak ass Americans. So, like I said, I turned them fucking uniforms in. They paid for bus passes if you wanted to. If you needed to, if you rode to work early, if you ain't had no car, they would provide bus passes. Also taxi service or whatever. So I had my little bus pass, baby. I turned the fucking uniforms in. I got my ass on the motherfucking bus, and I went the fuck home. And I went and laid in my fucking bed and started watching TV and was chilling. And about an hour and a half later, that manager called me. Latrice. On the landline, y'all. For young folks. Landline. They called and I answered. Oh, Latrice, where are you? I said, you see what the fuck you called? I'm at home. Why aren't you? What happened? I said, y'all know what the fuck happened. You was standing your ass in there. You saw all the motherfuckers leaving, go on break, and ain't say shit to them. Left me and a couple people to fucking bust a fucking hall of 500 fucking people, along with being talked to like you ain't shit, sir. I came to you like 3 fucking times. Y'all good, baby? Y'all good? Have a nice time busting them fucking tables and hook up the fucking phone, because y'all got me fucked up. Well fucked up. All right, y'all. That's another little in between from me. Now we're gonna move on to story number 2. My coworker kept stealing my pens. This is by Main Scallion 2394. I work in this pretty chill office, the poster began. But for whatever reason, my pens kept missing. Not like everybody pen, all my pens. He said, not like all my pens, just mine, and just the one that I actually like using. I kind of had a feeling who it was, but I ain't gonna cause drama. Then one day I saw her using my purple gel pen during the meeting. I said something like, "Hey, I think that's mine." And she just laughed and went, "Oops." Laugh. I didn't even notice. Okay. Bet. So I ordered some cheap refillable pens and swapped the ink for glitter gel. They look normal when you write with them, but dried all sparkly and ridiculous. The payoff came at the next office meeting. Next meeting, she's writing away, and someone goes, "Why your notebook look like a birthday party card?" She just started to act like it said she just stared at it like it betrayed her soul. Since then, the pen thefts have stopped. My pens haven't gone missing since. No apology or anything, just awkward silence. Honestly, I'll take it. And you damn right. You damn right. That baby said, "Bitch, you gonna keep stealing my favorite fucking pen, and then I catch your ass in 4K writing with my fucking pen. Say, hey, boo, that's my pen." You know what I'm saying? I thought I misplaced it. Appreciate you finding. I'd have been like, "Bitch, appreciate you finding it," and took my pen. But this bitch gonna holler, "Oh my God, I didn't." How you didn't know? You know it ain't yours, ho. Stop playing, bitch. You got off easy. But yeah, I'm glad she made that bitch motherfucking notepad look like Starlight Starbright, bitch. My Little Pony, bitch. Damn, bitch. Make that whole look like a motherfucking what's that lady name that everybody loves? Them fucking colorful ass coloring books. Y'all know who the fuck I'm talking about. Put it in the comments if y'all know what I'm talking about. It's a lady that she make them colorful ass coloring books with tigers and shit. All right. Moving on. And again, if y'all just coming in, welcome to Mo Off Days with Lil Bit and Kaiser. I am, of course, a little bit. Kaiser is not in frame or on camera today because this is his Monday and my last off day. Okay? So y'all just got me. But welcome to home base. You know what I'm saying? If you like it, what you see. If you fucking with your girl, come on, ladies, become a biddy. Fellas, become a 51 runner, baby, and hit that subscribe button. You feel me? And cut the notifications on. So when we go live or when we post some stories or just some shit going on that day, y'all could be locked in. You know what I'm saying? And we appreciate it. And if you coming in, go on and leave a comment. Go on and post a comment in the chat because we appreciate that. Any engagement helps, baby, to boost the page, baby. We just starting out. Like I said before, baby, we ain't no big time influencers, baby. We just one little lady from New Orleans, one tall ass fella from motherfucking Houston in here, just in this bitch to Joseph chop it up with y'all. You feel me? We got off days, and we just coming in here to share them with y'all. You feel me? See a lot of things going on and just be needing to get it off our chest and just talk about this shit. So what better than to talk with y'all and see if y'all feeling the same shit that we feeling. You feel me? So again, welcome to More All Days with Lil Bit and Kaiser. Go on and hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, ring that bitch, ring our bell, baby. Yeah. You feel me? And leave a like. You feel me? And go ahead and share this with somebody who could use a little bit of this energy in their life. You feel me? All right. Let's move on to story number 3. Worker gets the last laugh on micromanaging boss with clever petty revenge. And this is by this poster is 6UL Deviate. Okay. I had to teach my boss that even though she is my boss, I am not her secretary. Okay. And this one got like 2 little post edits. I have a good boss, but sometimes you have to teach them a thing or two. My boss is becoming the beep from micromanaging. Okay. Where I used to be able to do my job, I can no longer do it without constant interruptions of micromanagement. Boss has an office near mine. If I handle a business call, she listens and tries to control the call. He listens and tries to control the call. No, wait. Yeah, she listens and tries to control the call from her office. It is impossible for people to do more than one thing at a time. I cannot listen to 2 people at a time when one is on the phone. One conversation depends on verbal skills, and the other is messed up trying to use verbal and nonverbal. The customer should be served, not the boss. I saw how I sort of dealt with this petty with this pretty well and clever. When I'm on the phone with someone, an eavesdropping boss starts to try and control a simple phone call with, "No, don't do that. Do this. Who is that? Ask them this." Tell him that. Just micromanaging. Bitch can't even got like that. Damn, bitch, let me talk to the customer. Bitch, you won't talk to him, bitch, get your ass on the phone. Let me do your job and you do mine, bitch. Like the fuck? That's micromanaging as fuck. Bitch, who calling? Bitch, you answer it. Pick up the phone, bitch, you won't know who calling. The fuck? I become polite, cover the phone and say to my boss, I have this, I got this handled. If boss persists with the micromanaging crap, I then cover the phone and say, Mr. Customer, can you please hold a moment? It is too loud and busy here to understand your needs. If it is okay with you, I'm going to transfer you to my boss with a private office. Boss then say, no, can't you see I don't have time for that call. I transfer the call that moment and walk away. Boss handles call, which they wanted to do in the first place. You and your motherfucking right. If you think you're going to stand your ass over my motherfucking shoulder and keep talking, bitch, take the call. Fuck you mean you ain't got time? Oh, you had all that time to stand your ass there in microman. Get your ass on the phone. Excuse me, walking off. Next customer. Okay? Next time, boss interrupts me on the call. I cover the phone. Say, can you hold a second? And politely ask boss, do you want this one? Look at the boss and wait till their attention goes back to the desk. Go back to your desk. When I then I can handle my call. Now that I've broken that mind-numbing habit, boss has moved on to different interruptions to my workflow. She is clever, but I am too. Can you copy files from XXX and scan them to me? Scan them and send them to me, please. Over and over, I hear this. Now you do things for your boss, but when they run their small business on company time, they tend to take you on as a unwilling partner, asking you to do things they don't have time for, but then you don't have time to do your actual job. Most of our documents are PDF, and our company will not provide us the ability to edit stuff. So when can I get my job done? I wait till boss wants documents scanned to them. I wait for a one pager that I know they want to use electronically. I retrieve the file. 50% of the time is in boss office. I pull the page they want and then scan the damn thing. But the end of the document goes in the scanner first, so the document will go to boss upside down, and not be able to be used by them. I then announce I'm going on break. Would you please return the document to the file? They get the file they can't use, and I'm not there for them to ask me the reason. Or them motherfucker pay. That bitch said, "Bet everything you asked me to do, bitch. You essentially in that motherfucker fucking up. Like, I bet this bitch will ask me to do it again." All right. So then we got a post edit. Bonus revenge. Boss has to go to the scanner to rescan his document. Once he handles it, it is obligated by company culture to return it to the file. So I comply with his micromanagement demands, and he ends up doing what he should have done in the first place. Then another edit. Boss is micromanaging. I give him more to manage when he micromanages. My workload diminishes and bosses increases. Life is good. And you damn right. Shout out to you. Shout out to you for figuring out how to deal with that motherfucking ass. Because bitch, ain't no way. I don't know what be going on with these. Bruh, you know what else grinds my fucking gears? When one manager, when one person in leadership leaves and they bring somebody else in, right? I know when they bring you in, you get a handoff, right? They bring you up to speed on what you're gonna be doing, your staff, how big is your staff, the workload, how y'all handle things. Pretty much your first, you in management, your first, I think, well, depending on the company, could be anywhere from 2 weeks to 2 months, right? Of dipping you in that company's culture, getting you ready and how they deal with things, how to handle things. And I know also you come in knowing what that workload is like. What I don't understand from you funky ass new leadership fuckers. Why when y'all come in, y'all always feel like y'all gotta whip y'all dick out and establish y'allself as the new head fucking honcho? Even if you come in and the motherfucker got that bitch running like a well-oiled machine. Instead of you just coming in, being a good leader, taking them reins and continuing that motherfucking course and getting your shine because you already got a well-oiled crew. Then this bitch doing their work. They all working as a team. They communicate. Ain't no bullshit going on. Everybody doing what the fuck they do. And all you got to come in that bitch is take on the glory. No, you gonna come in that bitch, whip your dick out and try to change shit. You want to try a new project. And then a lot of the times the shit they come in there suggesting, bitch, every other leadership came in there with that same bullshit. It didn't work on that micromanaging shit. The minute you start micromanaging and trying to track every fucking little fucking thing people do, they start retaliating. You want good work, create happy fucking workers. You want your customers to be right. You want your customers to be delighted. Make sure your fucking workers are delighted. Make sure your workers are happy. Because when you overworked and you tired, you don't give a fuck. And the quality of whatever the fuck you working on diminishes. If that work morale is shit, bitch, a slice of pizza ain't gonna fucking cure it, ho. Get these funky ass micromanagers out of y'all places. Get these funky ass favoritism, nepotism, all the fucking tism having ass motherfuckers out of y'all workspaces. Get these gatekeeping ass motherfuckers who only want to put yes men in their charge off y'all fucking books. Because as it stands, I've only ever seen like 2 stories about bosses who truly care about their employees. And I remember one in particular during COVID. It was a guy where he always took care of his employees. And when COVID hit, you know, business started dipping a little bit and he was getting worried. So he talked it over, let the employees know what was going on, and every single employee decided to take a pay cut. He had already cut his money. He was already, I mean, he owns the business, but you know, he cut what he was giving himself to make sure he could keep his employees actually fucking employed and didn't have to do any fucking layoffs. So to show their appreciation, the employees took pay cuts during COVID. Everybody took a pay cut. So when they came back, when COVID got, when they cleared the shit and said COVID was fucking over, and they got back to business and business started back booming, the very first thing that man did was gave all of his workers a fucking bonus. And I'm talking about substantial. I think they said the lowest one was like 50 racks or some shit. So when the people started getting when the fucking bonus check hit, the fucking people immediately started calling them thinking, hey, something wrong, bro. I just got $150,000 check. And he was like, no, that's y'all. I appreciate y'all. And that's how I wanted to show my appreciation. Then when Christmas came, gave them some more shit. So what they did, they turned around and they bought him a car as appreciation. He didn't even need the car, but shit, they up. And that just go to show you, when they come to these jobs in this motherfucking country we living in, if you take care of your fucking people, they take care of you. You will get nothing by instilling fear and desperation in fucking people. Because when people desperate, baby, that's when they start swinging. That's when they start swinging from that fucking corner. That's when they get on that eat the rich shit. So if you know like the fuck I know, y'all might want to start doing right by y'all motherfucking employees, because pretty soon ain't gonna be no employees, bitch. We gonna be back on the barter system. And when you mediocre ass motherfuckers who ain't been doing nothing but thriving off of fucking access of privilege, you feel me? When you really got to stand your ass down, you really got to show you got some real fucking skill, some real aptitude to do some shit, and motherfuckers realize you ain't got shit but a name and a title. Bitch, when they get back to bartering, ho, you ain't got nothing to offer. You gonna starve, bro. You're gonna starve, brother. You know what I'm saying? What y'all gonna do when some snitching and some dick sucking don't work no more? Y'all gonna have to get down to real business. Yeah. All right, y'all. We got, this is the last story. One more story, y'all. I hope y'all been enjoying these petty revenge stories. If y'all have been enjoying these petty revenge stories, hit that like button. Better pitch out that bitch. Show that hoe who boss. You feel me? Show that hoe you mean business. Prove it to a motherfucker that you know what the fuck you doing. Don't be no wimp. Don't be no simp. Hit that motherfucking like button. You feel me? Don't be invisible, baby. And even if you do decide to stay invisible and you don't want to leave no comment, still hit that like button and subscribe. You feel me? And hit that bell for the notifications for the next go round, baby. You feel me? Don't be stingy. Don't be stingy. Don't it always make you feel good when you give dead ass out of the kindness of your heart? When you really do give and somebody shows true appreciation. Don't that shit warm your fucking soul? Because I know it be a lot of things that we see, a lot of things that we read that is dead ass soul killing and soul crushing. So it's always good when you have moments that happen to where it really fucking lightens and brightens your fucking soul again. Like it almost ignite that little spark of innocence you had as a kid where you be like, you know what, this shit ain't so bad. You know what I'm saying? Herb been stank for a minute, but you know, today it ain't smelling so bad. You feel me? Go on and do that for your girl. That'll make your girl world. You know what I'm saying? That'll warm my motherfucking heart. Dead ass. You know what I'm saying? I would truly appreciate it. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Ring that motherfucking bell for the notifications. So you can tap in when your girl a little bit in Kaiser is on. You feel me? Come sign on with us. All right, y'all. We getting into the fourth and final story. This one is called I Cost a Few Managers Their Big Bonuses They Were Looking Forward to. And this is by Washington's. So I started a job at a hardware store when I was younger. It seemed like a pretty decent job. Stock stuff, move stuff, answer people questions. If you don't have the answer, find somebody who can. My first month, my first month, and a few of my coworkers were talking about some sort of bonus that they would get if the store stayed accident free for a whole year. Everybody was extremely excited about it. All right, a few days passed, and management holds a meeting. That it was a rumor that was going around. So management holds a meeting like, yeah, we want to address these rumors about this bonus shit, y'all. That's been going around. Okay, and they announced that nobody would be getting a bonus. The company was just excited that the store was about to be a year accident free. Y'all already know how these fucking places be doing, baby. They be the motherfuckers start cutting labor, start cutting overtime, start cutting everything to make sure they get this shit. You feel me? All while the people who actually did all the fucking dirt work, all the people who actually put in that sweat fucking equity get fucked. Or, you get a little lubrication by way of some grease on the pepperoni motherfucking piece of slice. You feel me? In some sodas. You know what I'm saying? And if they really think they're being generous, they might get y'all the breadsticks and pasta. They go with it. You feel me? But other than that, bitch, you can wipe your fucking tears and not getting no fucking money and knowing that these motherfuckers getting more money with that pizza. You feel me? A week later, my friend tells me it's all bullshit. There is a bonus, but only for the managers. We asked around kind of quietly. Turns out it's true. They have 2.5 months left until the accident-free year stuff happens. I start looking for new jobs. 2 weeks later, I get a call from another store. They would like to hire me. I told them absolutely, but I have 2 broken fingers. And would that be a problem? They told me it wouldn't be. So my next shift, I tell my buddy about what I'm about to do and to make sure at least 3 other employees are around. I grab a ladder to grab some stock. I lock my pointer and my middle finger in the shelves and fall off the ladder. It fucked my fingers up and I broke my wrist instinctively trying to catch my fall. Hey, I know fully fucking well. We done all seen like where everybody be doing the little meme videos, where they be playing that do it again. Well, motherfucker be like, when you tired and don't want to go into work, and they be showing where they be faking like they throwing their stairs down throwing themselves down the stairs and shit. Bruh said, bitch, I'ma do it. Now, we all in fudge some shit to get out of work. You know what I'm saying? But I ain't never dead ass injured. I had some strong times where I was like, I wonder what these motherfuckers, but bitch, I ain't never actively said fuck it and plan for that bitch in the interview process for the next job. And y'all cool? I mean, I can start whenever y'all want me to. I just need to let y'all know that I got some broken fingers and like possibly a wrist or some shit. You know what I'm saying? Oh, that's cool, baby. Yes, I can start immediately. All right, but it said fuck it. The look on one of the manager's faces when they seen what happened was worth it. They didn't get their bonuses. My coworkers loved it, and my new job accepted me with broken wrist and all after I told them what happened. Maybe not revenge, but I'm glad they lost out. Then they have two edits. I injured myself to fuck over management from receiving the bonus. I didn't join the workforce just to do this. I made friends with the people who worked there, and before the accident, I found a new job. It was just a way to fuck over management. And then edit two. Believe it, believe it or don't, I'm either a fool, a dumbass, or some other thing. That's ready for you. Should have known. Bruh, love that shit, bro. My boy said, I don't give a fuck, bro. And the sad part is, rather than rather than us all just join the fuck together and have I mean, and I don't give a fuck how long it take. Because if you don't know, bitch, go look up how long the Montgomery bus boycott fucking took. You know what I'm saying? To get results. And we can go from there. Look how long it took. But obviously, I know why a lot of people are scared to boycott and to stay home from these jobs. Because in the end, we've developed a society that is no longer on that it takes a village shit. A lot of society is on that mind the fucking business that pay you, not realizing that that's division, that's divisive, and that's always what the fuck they do, divide and conquer. So yes, we should mind our business in certain fucking aspects, but when it comes to being a village, when it comes to taking care of the community, when it comes to paying attention to what the fuck's going on enough that you can help out your neighbor when it's really needed, paying attention enough to know that something don't look right and these kids may be being treated bad by way of starving, by way of SA, by way of graping, whatever the fuck it is, or that wife or that husband is being abused, or that animal's being abused, or that family is fucking struggling and needs a fucking meal, could use some help. When can we get back on that? Because if we get back on that, then we can have that power. You wouldn't be scared to protest. You wouldn't be scared to fucking strike on these fucking motherfuckers and take off for however many fucking days it takes to hurt this motherfucker to where they start doing what the fucking people said again. So when they start operating like, bitch, we gave y'all that job because you're supposed to have that fancy degrees and speak shit to say what the fuck we require. But the minute you don't do what we require, ho, you fire just like y'all fire us, bitch, at will. That's what the fuck it should be. If you want to talk some real shit, these motherfuckers' positions should be at the fucking will. All political fucking positions should be at will, bitch. The minute you don't serve your constituents, get the fuck out, ho. The minute you don't do the work of the people you're supposed to serve, your services are no longer needed. That shit should be at will, bitch. All of y'all jobs should be contract and subject to fucking change. You feel me? But if we get back on this village shit and people wasn't afraid, if these jobs didn't hit you with that, you got to make sure, little Jeremy, he's going to that private school, right? He's getting ready to go to that little college or whatever, right? It's gonna need those scholarships, right? Those schools cost money. That sporties plan costs money. They scare motherfuckers into not protesting, into not boycotting, into not striking with the fear of not being able to provide. But if we had a fucking village, we could crush them. Understand that obviously when we do these blackout dates, it works. But fuck that. Imagine dead ass if we do two fucking things. If motherfuckers, one, just decide. And I'm talking about we could do it in rolling waves. Instead of motherfuckers truly missing out, right? And I don't give a fuck that I'm saying this on you. So fucking what? You can still do it and it'll still fucking work. Have that shit in waves. You have motherfuckers call in. Y'all go ahead and motherfuckers just don't show the fuck up. But you go industries. That's how you break that bitch down. You start out with the first industry, right? I would say start out with the service industry, but I want to say leave it for last, because if you do the service industry first, they're going to instantly know what the fuck going on. So you can't do it with the service industry first. You start higher. You start with the motherfuckers who's doing the analytics, the motherfuckers who's doing the cybersecurity, the motherfuckers who's doing all of that shit. And y'all take the fuck off. Because these are the people, those people in those corporate careers and shit like that, they get, those people that are in salaried positions, they get hella PTO, hella overtime. Hell, some jobs got where that bitch is pretty much open. They leave it kind of to where they could, on some carte blanche shit, they just be like, don't abuse it. Because, they didn't have it set up that way because they still make the people feel bad if they fucking use the fucking time, even though the shit's like unlimited. So we start with those people first. They take the fuck off. They got hella time. So while they could take off and they got hella PTO, hella vacation, hella all that, cashing them fucking hours, go on all that time. Okay? And you take that time and push out, sell a few stocks, cash out a few, whatever, a little bit of the 401k, whatever the fuck you got, cash a little bit of that bitch out. Because you're going to take that time off and you're going to stack all that money. Because all the people in the corporate, all the people in the salary, all the people in the bigger positions, they're going to start that infrastructure. They're going to have the money, right? So once they start and shit start going to shit, then you start to trickle it down into all the other areas that come underneath it. And then finally, when they funky ass is thinking that, them motherfuckers going to give up, and they pull up to that Starbucks or they pull up to wherever the fuck to get that morning coffee, to get that gas, to get whatever the fuck little vices that they think these little funky ass workers to help, you know what I'm saying, that they treat like shit on an everyday basis. When they ain't the fuck there, when your nanny ain't showing the fuck up, when you got to try to take that corporate call, when you got to try to take that call with them stakeholders, and your fucking cat sitting there, your fucking dog sitting there, your fucking wife sitting there, your fucking kids sitting there, everybody sitting there on that call with you, getting on your fucking nerves, yelling, screaming, crying, doing whatever the fuck they want. And when you feel like hitting that suicide, bitch, just remember, power gonna always be with the people. Appreciate y'all for stopping by. If you stopped by and tuned in, again, this is More Off Days with Lil Bit and Kaiser. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Hit that notification bell, baby. Ring that hoe. Ring that bell, baby. And after you ring that bell, leave a comment. Back the piss out of that like button. And as always, baby, we appreciate all who come in. We appreciate all who engage. If you share this with a family or friend, we appreciate you so much, baby. That's all I got for today, baby. We went a nice little hour. I said that was a good little couple of stories on some workplace revenge. Again, post in the comments what y'all thought of those stories. Which one was your favorite? Did they do enough? And if not, what you would have did in any of those situations? Go ahead and post those comments. Post your thoughts in there. And until next time, baby, of course, I'll be on later on this evening with Blue and Shade Chronicles at 8:30. Y'all can tune in to see what's going on over there. But in the meantime, baby, signing off for More Off Days, baby. This is Lil Bit signing off for me and Kaiser, baby. Until next time, we'll holler.